Welcome back. Healthy eating could be easy if you know how to make it smart, delicious, and make healthy choices. We welcome Patsy Buffolino, owner of Just Eat Better, here to open.
Yes. Hi, how are you? Thank you for
Hi, how
having
are
me.
you? Nice to see
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Now, what is all of this? This looks delicious.
So I bought a little variety over here, a few different assortments. Start off with some breakfast. We brought some protein oatmeal, packed with vanilla protein, some sliced bananas, granola, drizzled with a tiny bit of honey on top.
Oh, that looks delicious. I just want to show the
Please.
camera this. This looks amazing. I don't know if you all can see that, but I see there's granola and there's banana. And then what did you say it was
Drizzled with some honey.
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
So
I
it'll
love
still
it.
get
I
that
love
sweet
it.
tooth for you.
Yeah. And then
uh,
I guess it's like a substitute from like a sweet breakfast, like pancakes
yeah,
or.
it's almost like it's our play on like an overnight oats. It's served cold, not as much work, nice and quick and easy for breakfast.
That looks delicious.
And something you can make at home very easy as well. The second thing I have over here, we started making smoothie bowls at the restaurant. So this one's called the Green Monster. We actually just released that one today. We put on our Instagram and everything like that. So the base is spinach, pineapple, and bananas. And then we topped it with some sliced almonds, blueberries, and unsweetened coconut.
And how did you come up with that though? You know, spinach and banana.
You know what? I'd love to take credit, but it's not me. We do have other locations. My cousin started this business 14 years ago, so they've been really the innovators of this, and I love their concept and just kind of been running with it and brought it to the Bronx where I thought we needed a little help over here, you know,
I love
where
this.
I live.
And that's another thing I was going to ask you. So why bring this to the Bronx? Why get involved in kind of healthy eating?
You know, I live in the Bronx now for the last 10 years or so. My family's from the Bronx, so I've always spent a lot of time in the Bronx. And there's not a lot of choices out here. You know, an Italian kid growing up, I love pizza, I love my food, you know, I love everything, but at the same time, you can only eat so much of it. You know, I was a little overweight, so I had to make some life choices, and it wasn't so easy making those life choices with some of the places to eat. So, you know, every time I went out to Staten Island, I loved this place, so we had to bring it over here. You know.
I love it. Now, what is this? What do we have here?
So again, you know, going back some pizza. So we did a white pizza, which is a low-fat mozzarella cheese topped with some broccoli, and we make our own turkey meatballs. Like I said, thin crust, not as many calories and carbs. Still a way to enjoy pizza without getting all the pizza.
I love it. And these are homemade.
Yes,
meatballs.
the turkey meatballs we make homemade, the mango salsa that we'll get to next, we make homemade. A lot of stuff we do make in the store upon, you know, carrying fresh ingredients for everything.
I love it. Now you said this is mango salsa.
Yes.
This looks so delicious, and it's also beautiful. All these colors are kind of popping out at me.
Yes. So that's called a Hawaiian entree.
Okay.
It's fresh mangoes, some red onions chopped up, tomatoes, and just a little bit of red wine vinegar. Nothing overbearing, but still delicious, healthy, and kind of get your all food groups going.
I love it. Now we have a Bronx night market. I'm sure you know about.
Yes.
Where were you? Where was this food at the Bronx night market?
We're getting involved with the Bronx Night. I started talking to them. I guess I was a little late to the party with that, but we're definitely getting involved with the Bronx Night and trying to get a vendor's table over there, get going with everything.
I love it. I love it. Now this brings us to our last one. Now what is this exactly?
So that's one of our most popular salads. It's called a spring salad. We use fresh avocado. Our grilled chicken we slice fresh in the store. No antibiotics. Everything's all natural. Goat cheese. There's some dried cranberries. Again, some almonds and red onions on there. And on the side we have some low-fat balsamic vinaigrette dressing.
Yum. And I love avocados.
Yes, who doesn't love avocado?
I could eat avocados every single day.
I'm right there with you. Come on by.
I will. And then, well, what do you have here? I see that this is kind of like wheat bread, right? Or
Yes. So again, you know, one of my favorite things growing up was always chicken parm. So, you know, fried chicken cutlets, cheese, not always the best thing for you. We kind of have our little play on it. We do baked chicken cutlets, whole wheat breadcrumbs we bake in the oven,
Yum.
low-fat mozzarella cheese, some whole wheat bread, scoop out the inside, kind of save you on some calories and carbs, make it a little bit healthier for you as well.
I love it. Now, can we order this, or do you deliver? Do you cater?
Yes, well, we do all of the above. We have a restaurant on Morris Park and Williamsbridge. Better Gourmet Health Kitchen, where all this food is available. We do delivery to the Bronx. Catering, we do delivery to the entire Bronx. Our delivery area is kind of the East Bronx right now. We're looking at other locations and stuff to expand, try and get the whole Bronx eating better.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. That's just so interesting. So, when you started, kind of changing the way you ate, what really, I know that you said that you kind of wanted to live a healthier life, but how did you get your taste buds to like change? And all this stuff is delicious, but sometimes I just want, a burger and fries or something like.
Honestly, I think it's a mindset. It's a mindset that you have to have where, you don't want to put some, too much in your body and go overboard with things. You got to start reading labels and just kind of becoming more aware of what you're eating. That's really rule number one. And once you start becoming a little more aware of the labels that you're buying, from the grocery stores and stuff like that, it kind of makes it a little easier to make healthier choices and say, okay, if I do this instead of this, I can not eat as many calories or not eat as many carbs, and it starts snowballing from there. It's definitely a process, but once you get started, it's interesting and fun.
Absolutely. And what advice would you give to someone who's making to change their life?
Like I said just before, it's education. Educate yourself on what you're eating. There's no diet that's gonna make you skinny and healthy right away. It's a lifestyle that you have to have and a mindset that you have to get into to just kind of go down a path and stick with it every day. Like you said, it's not always easy. Sometimes you want to go have that slice of pizza. There's options. Whole wheat tortilla, thin crust. You can still have the pizza, but not all the guilt of the pizza.
Absolutely, absolutely. This looks delicious. I would just eat this like on a cheat day or something. Do you eat this on a cheat day or?
I eat this regularly.
Oh, right.
This is what I eat regularly. Everything in moderation as well, but yeah, this is what I've been eating regularly the last few years.
And what about portion control? Because we just heard from the doctor. Now, do you have portion control to a lot of your meals?
So with that being said, we're rolling out a meal prep, which is more portion control, exact portions of everything. We have smaller meals, larger meals, depending on what your goals are and what you want to do, your intakes, stuff along those lines. So we are portioning out in that way, make it a little bit easier to eat and not have to worry about so much for work and stuff along those lines.
That's interesting. I don't meal prep. I don't. And I want to get involved in that. I just don't really know how. What would you suggest?
One thing you could do is you could visit us.
Oh, pub.
But another thing is, again, knowing what you're eating, coming up with some ideas. It does take a little time to meal prep. So make sure you have some time. You got to go shopping, get the right ingredients. Read your labels. Don't just buy things off the shelf. Make sure you're reading labels, buying fresh ingredients, no extra salt added, no extra sugars and stuff like that. Make sure you're getting natural stuff, and just kind of come up with some things. Be creative, and you'll find some good ideas out there that you like.
I love it. I love it. Now, what is like a normal week for you? Like, what do you eat on a normal week?
A lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken. A lot of chicken. So we do a marinade out chicken. So I'm always in a restaurant working. So I do eat there for the most part. So I love the Hawaiian dish.
This looks delicious.
I do some salads. We sell turkey bacon there. So I like to make meals a little fat boy style. Some turkey bacon and cheese on some grilled chicken. So It's like a cheat meal, but you're really not cheating too much. Grilled chicken, turkey bacon, and some low-fat cheese. So. Just kind of stuff like that. I try and get creative myself.
Absolutely. All right. Well, like he said, visit them. And you could shout out your Instagram or where we can find you one more time.
Please please check us out at Better Gourmet or justeatbetter.com. You can order right from our website.
All right. We have to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Open.